All right, guys. What a night of fights.
That was entertaining fights that we had last night.
Right, dude. This last 4 weeks, 4 fights, 4 events have been amazing.
I think this might have been the best prelims that I watched of all these fight events that we've had.
Definitely.
They were super enjoyable. Straight off the bat with the Chris Gutierrez and Vince Morales fight.
Yeah, with the fucking vicious leg kicks.
Man, I think second round, he stopped him just from he kept kicking him in the calf over and over and over again.
Right, dude. Like you never expect the fight to stop from kicks.
It's very rare. I mean, I've seen
10th time.
Yeah, in the UFC 10th time, that's not that often. It got to the point where he'd kick him once and he would like use the cage to hold himself up.
Right.
And that's kind of when it was indicating like, all right, this is gonna get stopped. Pulled him out to the middle of the cage, kicked him, he dropped down. It's like, all right, he can barely stand up. He's taking way too much damage. So that was an awesome way to start off the fights. After that, on the prelims, there were like the Tim Elliott and Royval fight was pretty good. That one fight of the night. Yeah, that was enjoyable.
Fucking Brendan was like crying. He's like, I didn't perform well enough.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with his performance.
No, dude, and he got fight of the night.
He got fight of the night. Yeah, I mean, it just
he doesn't have to go to work tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah. What's his name? Dana was saying he's like that fight was just so technical for all 15 minutes. You know, they were going back and forth, reversals, and who's going to be the dominant position and stuff. I mean. Yeah, it's a tough call for what was fight of the night, but I mean, I don't think it's a robbery. I think that was up there on the list.
Those are great, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Did you know Tim Elliott's from Missouri?
No way.
Yeah, he's from Lee Summit, so Kansas City native. But hey, still Missouri native. You know what I mean?
that's true.
So I was rooting for him just because
my boy's struggling. I mean, now after that loss, he's like 4-9 in the UFC.
Something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a vet. He's been around for a while. Good for him. And what else was on the prelims that was really good? The Jamal Hill fight. That was great.
Knocked the dude out in less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes, yeah, man. I think we'd mentioned having an eye on him just because his striking is like really good for how long he's been in the UFC, and that's what he showcased. He landed some really good combinations. Eventually caught him and TKO'd him right away. So
definitely. And then you had the main event of the prelims with Caitlin Chikagan and Antonina Shevchenko.
Did not go how I thought it was going to go at all.
I was super surprised.
Yeah. I mean, it's always easy to look back on our predictions and be like, man, like I should have thought that went through a little bit more because like Caitlin's like number 1 contender and Antonina was like number 12, and I was like, after I saw that, I was like, wait, maybe I'm a little
biased.
Maybe biased. Maybe I'm like wanting Antonina to win too much for the facts that she's the number 11. This is gonna be a tough fight for her.
Definitely.
And she got dominated the entire time.
Crazy how she lost. Like,
I mean, it was a unanimous decision. Caitlin just was all over her. Like, honestly, she wasn't able to do anything. And I think even if she had her sister in her corner, I don't think it would have made a difference. Valentina's just a next level striker. She can stuff Caitlin's takedowns. What happens now? I don't know. That weight division is very interesting. That weight division is basically you get 1 win, 2 wins in a row. You're gonna fight the champ. Caitlin already fought her. I don't know if Valentina has another fight lined up. I don't think she does right now. Maybe give her a rematch, but who knows how much different it's gonna go. I mean, I'd love to see if Zhang Weili went up from 15 to 25 and tried fighting Valentina, but she's only defended the title like once.
Once she got it and she defended it.
Yeah.
So one defense.
So yeah, let her defend a couple more times. Let Valentina just keep making her money. Fuck it.
Definitely. Then going up to the main card, starting off with Mackenzie Dern and Hannah Cifers.
We basically called that one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Did you know that was the first women's knee bar submission?
Really?
Yeah. I didn't realize it until I said that last night.
There's so many stuff I mean, there's fights almost every weekend. There's 10 to 11 fights per card. You would think like everything's done by now, but no.
No, first time, dude.
It's a painful knee bar. And we were watching it, and as soon as Hannah Cifers was standing above her, and she left that foot right around here, we're like, watch out! Like she's gonna grab it, she's gonna turn you over, either go for a heel hook, knee bar, whatever it was, and when her submission game is that nasty, like we called it. going in that she's definitely going to win either first or second round submission. So
definitely,
that was predictable.
That was good. Mm-hmm. Going up that card, we had Roosevelt Roberts and Brock Weaver.
That was a banger.
It was.
That was a banger.
I thought Brock was going to win that.
Yeah, and I mean,
with a 9 or 8 or 9 win streak.
He did really good. He was in his face like I predicted he was going to be. And he took the fight to him, but Roosevelt really showed how good of a counter striker he was.
Definitely.
In my opinion, he was good off that back foot, backing up a little bit, and then landing the combinations to make Brock, have to hesitate a little bit more. Would he finish him with an arm triangle? He choked him out, I believe.
It was a submission, yeah.
Yeah. A rear naked choke, which was, that's still super
impressive.
Super impressive, man. He did good in that fight, and I'm excited to see where Roberts is going to go after this, but. Good for Weaver, man. He put up a tough fight, but
did.
I think Roberts was just a little bit too technical for him, and he was able to.
And was this his debut tonight or last night?
For Roberts?
Yeah.
Can't remember. He might have had one other fight, but yeah, he's like fairly new.
Yeah, he's 8-0 right now, 9-0, 8-0
I'm not sure.
Something like that. Yeah. But he's up and riser, dude.
Yeah,
up and comer.
He's and especially it was second round, I believe, that the fight ended. So he took some shots, but he wasn't hurt. Like they could throw him in again in like a couple of weeks to fight somebody else. If he wants. I don't know. I can't remember if they're in the same weight class, but when Holland fought like 2 weeks ago. That'd be a good fight against each other.
I think Holland's in a smaller weight class.
Is he?
I believe so. I think he's in
it might be a welterweight, middleweight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. They'll find something for him, and it'll be entertaining.
Definitely. And going right up for that card, we had Billy Quarantillo.
You struggle with that, baby. You struggling, bro.
Spike Carlisle.
Yeah.
Spike came out hard during that fight.
Bell rang. He ran out and tried to. Spartan kick him in the face, and it kind of landed as Billy was moving out the way, and then that whole first round was just non-stop action, wrestling.
He was dominating that first round, and then his gas tank.
Yeah, but I was super surprised that as tired as he wasn't stopping. He was still going hard. He was still doing a lot of work. I seen online a lot of people thought he should have won that 2-1, but. It was just so close that it's hard to. It really could have gone either way, especially how the judges are. We wanted the Alpha Ginger to win.
We did.
Yeah. But Billy really, he waited the storm of the first round, and then he was able to capitalize because he had the better gas tank, he had the better technique. His wasn't just brute strength. And I remember watching. It was like the third round, and he kind of had a Spike I can't remember, on the ground in a bad position. He was teeing off a little bit, and I was like, damn, all he had to do was survive that first round, then he was able to implement his game a little bit.
Definitely.
Good for Billy. He got the W. So we'll see Spike around some more.
Oh, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then going up to the co-main event of the night, we have Ivanov and Augusto.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Boring.
Yeah.
Slugfest.
Yeah. I mean, they're throwing punches. They weren't completely exhausted, clinching up against the cage. I hate when heavyweights do that. So they were still throwing for all 3 rounds, but another one of those, Augusto won the decision. I don't know how significant he won, but I wouldn't call it a robbery. I think it's just he did more. Maybe he landed a little bit cleaner shots, but overall, it's they both could do some more work I couldn't see either one of them being a top 3 contender for the belt. Stipe would beat them both. Francis would beat them both. DC could beat them both. They both need a little bit more work before they can. I mean, Derek Lewis has beat Ivanov. I'd see him. I'd see Alistair Overeem beating both of them. I wasn't super impressed with last night's performance.
No. They're heavyweights.
Yeah.
You only have the top 5 heavyweights that are really worth watching.
Yeah.
All the other ones are just there.
Yeah. Maybe short notice, maybe whatever it was,
right.
But. Give them a good fight to really challenge them, like a Alistair, like a Walt Harris, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think they still need some time. You can't shoot them up, not quite yet.
No,
I don't know what number they are, but in the rankings. But
yeah, and then going right to the main event, you had Tyron Woodley and Gilbert Burns.
That was rough.
It was the same Woodley that came out against
Kamaru. Yeah, man. It was almost the first or second exchange.
He was hit. He got caught.
He cracked him. and with a couple, like the first one was like a right hook that really stunned him, but then in the scramble, he hit him with a couple uppercuts, ended up dropping him, got on top of him, and landed a nasty elbow, completely split his eyebrow open.
It wasn't above the eyebrow, it was on the eyebrow.
And they did a good job cleaning it up because it was not leaking really.
Whoever he has.
Yeah, it was wide open, but not really leaking, so that was awesome.
Disappointment for Woodley.
It sucks, man. I wanted him to win. Going into it, I was really hyped. Like, oh, man, this is going to be his coming out. Kind of, he's going to come back. He's going to put on a great performance versus Gilbert, and then maybe take another run at the title. He's 38 years old. It happens. Like he's towards the end of his career. Not many fighters are doing super well past 40.
Right. I mean, but Gilbert's put up a show, though.
Yeah, he definitely.
He's a person to keep watching. He really is, especially in that division.
I think Tyron did better in this fight than he did against Kamaru.
Not much better,
but still not. Yeah, like Gilbert was still able to take it to him, but just watching it, he threw a little bit more. Maybe that's just because Gilbert didn't wrestle him as much as Kamaru did. That could be a reason, and he had time to implement his striking. But overall, man, it's just not what I was hoping for. Not what I was expecting from Tyron. I thought he'd come back with fire. And weirdly, he was like, for someone who just got their ass beat, he's like, I feel at peace. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's
time for him to hang it up.
Yeah, maybe he's just been stressing too much, or he's too nervous, or
his rap career's in his head.
His rap career, yeah, he needs to focus on that probably. I don't know, but overall, good fights for the night. Next week's card is amazing. Amanda Nunes is headlining it versus Felicia Spencer. Yeah, that's gonna be a banger. Felicia's a tank. She can take a punch,
fight,
man.
But hey, we'll talk about that in the next video.
That'll be in the next prediction video.
But yeah, dude, great night. Mm-hmm. Another impressive performance by the UFC.
For sure. This was at the Apex too.
It was at the Apex first time.
Yeah, I liked it. It was cool.
It was weird looking, but it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Jacksonville where it's all empty seats. Like this is built specifically for this. You don't get it's not a wide open area. And
dude, I can't wait for Fight Island, though.
Fight Island's going to be dope, too, man. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed the fights just like we did. If you give us a view, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, we appreciate all the support. So we'll see you next time, guys.